to We Rated X. It's the show where we rate stuff. This episode, we are going to be rating travel. And
specifically, traveling together.
Traveling together, yes. And I think part of what actually inspired this episode is because, well, we can't really do any right now. So
we're basically going to be talking about the thing
Sabawin,
the most.
Cool. So I think the first thing we should rate is just like the start of the travel, which is like the getting ready.
Oh God.
And the getting to the airport and the packing.
No, but even before that, the
organizing.
Yeah, the selection of the destination.
Okay, let's call this category travel professionalism.
Nice title.
So I think we should rate the other person.
All right.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you can rate me.
You get a 2.
Excuse me.
No, I'm kidding.
Babe,
okay. No, the sole purpose of this rating is just to show me up. I will concede.
Excuse me.
You are the travel queen in terms of travel professionalism. I will give you a solid 10 out of 10. You spend weeks, but I mean weeks, researching, comparing, recomparing, and then making sure that we are getting the best deal, which I love.
Gas me.
So 10 out of 10. I said 2 because, you know,
You're a hater.
I'm a hater.
Okay, so for you, travel professionalism, I'm going to rate you a solid 2. The 2 that I wanted to give you. Let me tell you why.
Why?
This man.
Alright, let's keep pushing.
Cool. So the next thing that we're going to rate, I think, should be just like when we actually arrive. Like, who likes to like do travel activities? Whether that's like, I don't know, like sitting around in the hotel, but like really milking the hotel experience, like ordering room service, getting people to do like swans on your bed or throw petals or whatever, or like the actually going outside and sightseeing and taking photos and all that stuff. How would you rate yourself? Are you like a excited, eager traveler, or are you just like, I just want to relax?
It just depends. It depends on the trip. So there are 2 kinds of trips. So domestically, man, you can't pay me enough to go around pointing at stuff. Like, it's just not gonna happen. Not because of any other reason than usually the trips we plan locally are literally just like, babe, need to get out of the city and just go decompress. And that's literally what I want to do. Like, that's all I want to do. When we have stuff that I have never experienced, never seen, and that is interesting and culturally different, I really do like to get immersed. The other thing is like there's a distance at which I like to observe that stuff, right? I want to be tourist enough to have seen and had pictures and like grabbed your bum in some of those sites
and then leave.
I don't want to get like,
you don't want to do it for 12 hours.
No, why?
You want like this is an all day tour, blah, like we don't want a tour guide.
That sounds like a job.
Yeah.
And I'm not there for jobbing. So a score I'd give myself. Wait, let me score you.
Yeah, that's how.
I think we are literally the same.
Yeah.
If I give myself as an adventurous, excited tour, I'd give both of us a 7. Yeah.
Safe. Yeah. Align.
Voila.
I'm not really gonna add much to that. Same, like I'm not finna, be walking around the whole time. I'd much rather actually be in the hotel, order room service, have some bubbly, just like hang out. So 7. What should we rate next?
The next thing we should rate is the appetite for like adventurous destinations, like the mainstays, the Paris and all of those things, or like, hey, let's go to that obscure island in Bali. In other words,
that's gonna be weird to rate because like we don't really go to weird places.
Okay, so we give ourselves a nice 0.
I like going to places where I know, like, if I open the tap, and I put my glass
That's it.
underneath and I drink the water.
Yeah.
I won't have the shits
It's amazing.
the whole day.
Not having the shits on holiday is
It's amazing. It's like top 5.
spot on.
So
Spot on.
I'm not really into like that obscure like, ooh, let's go to like this haunted island, or like, ooh, let's go to this place where like, I don't know, like people disappear sometimes. Like, I don't want to fucking do that. I want to go to a place to relax. Like, I don't want to.
Speaking of which, like, I mean, haunted island is like kind of the extreme, but like again, you can't pay me to go to Burning Man
Oh.
or things like that.
No.
Like, it's just not appealing to me.
Concerts in the middle of nowhere where they
Even
no
here,
shower.
yeah, like I don't.
And like it's dusty and like there's a bunch of drunk people. It's just scary. No,
no,
I'm not doing that.
Zero interest in that.
Zero interest.
A proud zero.
Proud zero.
From the two of us.
You'll draw me.
Next.
The next thing that I think we should rate is
Food.
the next thing that we're going to rate is just like our appetite, lol, our appetite for
Literal appetite.
just different food. Like, how do we approach it? Do we like to explore and like try the local food? We'll go to street foods, or we will just stick to like the more like continental like bistros.
Yeah. Look, to be fair, if I were to rate you,
Yeah.
anything less than 8 would be a lie. Because I do know that, like, you know, for example, one of the trips we went out, you found like no less than 2 very cool restaurants within, it must have been minutes of us having landed. You know, like we were there, 67 seconds later, you're like, oh, you must try this fantastic place. I was with you the whole time. And
Where did you go?
when did you find this place? You know, but it's just cause like you've got an eye for it. You're looking for that kind of stuff all the time. And it doesn't actually matter where, even locally.
Yeah.
So I'd give you a good 8.
For you, when it comes to that, I actually do think that even though I am better at spotting the places, you are more like open to actually trying like the different foods, like actually putting stuff in your mouth. I'm very squeamish, so if things look familiar, like if it looks like something that I've had before, I'll most probably try it. But if it looks like completely like, okay, what the hell, no, I am not having that. The only time I actually do that is with African food. Like, I'll do that if I've never tried something. I don't know, I'll just trust that it's delicious because like it's African. But like when we go further into the world,
and rightly so, you're going to keep us from many a pandemic. Thank you. We really appreciate that about you.
From COVID-21. Okay, so I would give you also an 8. Yeah, pretty adventurous, like, but actually, this is something that I wanted to say and I didn't know where I would actually say it, and this feels like a good time to say it. Guys, South African food is amazing. Like world class, like top 2 and not 2. Our food is affordable, delicious. There's a huge variety. Our ingredients are fresh. Like you can have your so many different kinds of foods, like depending on where you are in the world. Whereas in certain countries, if you hear like we are going to have Greek food, you already have like an idea of what kind of food it will be, or we're going to have
everything's gonna be drenched in olive oil. It's just like
and
tzatziki. So you can just take whatever you're eating right now, just put some olive oil on it and some tzatziki, and you got Greek food.
Yeah, but like in South Africa, and I think that's why like, and I know like we roast these channels all the time when YouTube channels of people from other places in the world try to do like that world foods thing. They always like put like the most like obscure foods in South Africa and call it like our national dish. Because we don't really have a national dish. Our palate is so like diverse and like there's a wide variety of things. I don't think we actually have a national dish. And if we did have to have a national dish, it would be me because I'm a snack.
Oh my god.
So the next thing that we're going to rate is if we actually have better traveling experiences locally or internationally. I think you should go first with this one.
See, this one I actually want to give myself a score.
Yeah, go for it.
I can honestly say that I've been lucky to have been to a lot of places in the world. Traveling is quite an emotional experience, you know, it's highly subjective. And my local traveling experiences they're always with you. And like we basically fell in love whilst traveling. So it's hard for me to go like, oh, that fancy statue in X place was better than that tiny hotel room in Cape Town where we fell in love and you cried, I cried. Okay, didn't cry. You cried for both of us. So that's what kind of, you know, colors my experiences of local traveling. And it made everything better. It made the food better. It made our choice of activities better. It made everything, no matter what it was amazing. So for that reason, I would say, if you're a bit of a softie like me, you'd probably agree that the places that you've had the richest emotional experience are better. Yeah. And for me, it's been the local ones. The places that we've gone to.
Nice now, oh my god, Cape Town.
Durban, even the stuff around the block here.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Forum Homini.
Yeah, all of those places. I mean, I've got nothing but fun and beautiful.
Oh my god, I think we need to do a story time about Forum Homini.
Story time.
Okay, so story time. So with this fine young man next to me and I started dating, I actually booked us a trip to this really, really, really nice hotel called Forum Homini. It's about like 10 kilometers out of Krugersdorp. Yeah. It's like just outside of Johannesburg. So we went to this hotel. The plan was to stay there for like 2 nights, I think. And I thought it would be really, 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 really fun to take a joint with us. So I took a joint with us. I don't even know how to roll, so I had to get someone. I think I had to get someone to roll it for me or something, whatever. So we get there and I had this like, was it like an 8-course meal, like a 12-course meal, like something crazy.
It was
like
a marathon of a meal. No, seriously, guys. There's literally no reason.
There were courses upon courses of meals. So I booked that for us because I thought it would be a really nice experience, and it was like paired with like wine and whatever. But before we did this, I thought it was genius to actually just spark the joint, chill for like 30 minutes, and then go out for dinner. So we did that, went out for dinner, and oh my gosh, we were so baked that we just could not stop laughing. Like, we couldn't stop laughing. The way, and we were paranoid. Yeah. We were so paranoid. Like, we thought that the waiter knew, we thought that everyone around us knew, and like we were the only black people there, and we stuck out like sore thumbs, and we were giggly, and I think we didn't make it past the 3rd course.
But also, why there was 17 courses to begin with, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Seriously, I think that was what was so hilarious. Because do you remember there was a point at which I was like, babe,
we're still eating.
He's bringing more food. Tell me why.
Why is he bringing more food?
Sir.
Why?
Sir, please be so kind as to explain. What the fuck?
It was hilarious. Okay, we left like 3rd course or 4th course or whatever. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. I was about to rate my international versus local travel experience, and I must say there is no place like South Africa.
Yeah.
Like South Africa is incredible.
Apart from that, you know, you meet pretty interesting people all over the world, but South Africans, when they are interesting, they are
really interesting. Yeah.
So, example, the people we met in Knysna. right?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Within kind of like a few, I think it was like an hour or so.
I think I'm the problem. Actually.
Yeah, you are.
I'm the problem.
You're literally the
I invited like random, like strangers back to the house that we were renting for a part. Why did I do that?
Because it was appropriate, because everybody was friendly, there was bubbly flowing, it was nice. And the point I was going to make, because South Africans are genuinely like good people, especially people who are there to get a good experience out of it.
Yeah, to enjoy themselves. People that aren't there to like be like scallums.
Or weird or whatever.
Skebengas.
Yeah. When you meet those people, like you just don't want the good times to stop, bro.
Yeah.
You just want like, hey, come!
Yeah.
Let's all go!
And you can't really do that like in other parts of the world, because like that familiarity is very important. And this is gonna sound like really like, but we're black people, and whenever we do go out there into the world, we are always extremely aware of that. And you don't want to be like drunk while black, or like
drunk while
black, or like loud while black in like a different country in the world, because again, we're black people and you know how that goes. So like just the comfort and the fun and the experiences in South Africa will always just be top tier. I'd rate this place 10 out of 10.
Same. Should we do the overall score?
Yes, the overall score out. The overall score will be right over there.
Hope it's a good one.
Yeah, hope it's a good one too. So join us next time.
Damn, you made me list for getting the fuck out of this province.
Getting in the car.
Yeah, but thank you for watching. We had a really good time reminiscing about some of our travel experiences. Drop us a comment about some of your personal experiences. Who knows, we might have something in common.
Yeah, travel starts. South African tourism. We know you are.
See.